blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I would not crash, they would not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Geis, his first carry of the game. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Second down, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And open, it's Moss, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Washington.
Here we go. Check 47.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a run with Geis. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Like 51.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Barber. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's now 3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Undercut. Slam. This time, 7. Check 3. Kill. Great 57.
To throw is Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
18 on the play. And the Redskins 1st down.
Set, hut, battery. Go.
This is Geis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
You got it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Haskins. Got a man. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next the score, Redskins 10, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56. Watch the run. Kill. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. Hey, exit. I got you. Mike 56. Mike. Sunday. You.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Man 5-7. Any day. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. Check pass.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5-9. 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 26, check 26. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Here. Motion, motion, check, check, check. Jim.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike 51. Mike 51. Man.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
For Tokyo.
Screen. Watch the screen. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's time to. Hey, let's go. It's time to prep. Man, I got you.
Throwing now is Wentz. And it's caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery. Leading to a Washington touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing his Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Wentz to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This pass complete, wins to Ertz, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go. 20. Check 56. Here we go. Let's find two. Check.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
56 is the mic. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Smooth. You were pretty quiet. Mike, 56.
On second and 15 now. Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You don't want to see me. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 53 to Mike. 53.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
space. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Redskins.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And the Redskins 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. This is brought in by Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
27, Mike, 27. Let's go, defense.
Haskins back to the air. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Kill. 81.
Under 10. 10.
From the 38, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Mike 56. Mike 50.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Bang.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And Latimer's got it. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, an 80-yard touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch twitch. Watch the touch.
Back to throw. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Let's go. Great. 6 down. Check 6 down.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
There we go. Back. 120. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Use the mark.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, kill it. Hey, Ford, don't kill it. Hey, Delta.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, switch gears. Check 24.
Back to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You got tape.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Let's find 7.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Alpha.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Kill.
I know he ain't got it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Kill. Check.
And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal.
You can't block me.
Sunday.
Mike 50. Check tight. Mike 50. Watch the play.
Hey, orbit. Man 5-7.
Mike's 50. Woo! Mike's 50. Here we go.
5-9.
Wins to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, watch his slant.
82.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You got nothing in that. Shoot. Check 4.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up fourth and goal.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Redskins, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me.